He had a good job, a stable income, respect from people around him. From the outside, his life looked complete, but inside, he felt empty. Not broken, not depressed, just quietly lost. And the confusing part was this: he couldn't explain why. Maybe you know this feeling when nothing is wrong, yet nothing feels right. This is not a story about failure, this is a story about losing direction and how it happens to people who seem to have everything. Point 1: success without meaning feels heavy. Let's call him Rahul. Rahul did everything he was supposed to do. He studied, he worked hard, he stayed responsible. He didn't chase trouble, he didn't waste his life. Yet, every morning when he woke up, his first thought wasn't gratitude, it was exhaustion, not physical exhaustion, emotional exhaustion, because success without meaning doesn't feel like freedom. It feels like carrying a weight you're not allowed to put down. And no one warns you about that. Point 2: he confused busy with direction. Rahul was always busy. Meetings, deadlines, messages, responsibilities. His days were full, but his life wasn't. Here's the mistake many people make: they assume movement means progress, but running in the wrong direction still takes energy. It just doesn't take you where you want to go. Being busy can hide emptiness, but it can't heal it. Point 3: he stopped listening to himself. There was a time Rahul knew what excited him, what mattered to him, what felt meaningful. But slowly, he stopped listening. Not because he didn't care, but because life got loud. People had expectations. Family needed stability. Society rewarded safety. So he did what made sense, not what made him feel alive. And over time, that quiet inner voice became harder to hear. Until one day, he realized he didn't recognize himself anymore. Point 4: comfort can drain your life if you stay too long. Rahul wasn't unhappy enough to change, but he wasn't happy enough to feel alive. He was comfortable. And comfort is dangerous, not because it hurts, but because it slowly numbs you. You stop dreaming. You stop questioning. You stop growing. You don't lose direction suddenly, you lose it gradually by choosing what's easy over what's meaningful. Point 5: the wake up moment was quiet. There was no dramatic breakdown, no big failure, just one ordinary evening. Rahul sat alone and thought, if nothing changes, is this really the life I want in 10 years? That question didn't scare him. It saddened him because deep down he knew the answer. And that moment, that quiet honesty, was the turning point. Point 6: losing direction is not a character flaw. This matters. Rahul didn't lose direction because he was weak. He lost it because he was trying to survive, not trying to feel alive. Many people lose direction while being responsible, kind, and hardworking. So if this story feels familiar, don't shame yourself. Losing direction doesn't mean you failed. It means you outgrew an old version of your life. Point 7: the real problem was disconnection. Here's the truth Rahul finally understood. He wasn't disconnected from success, he was disconnected from himself, from his values, from his curiosity, from what made his heart feel honest. Direction doesn't come from achievement, it comes from alignment. When your life matches who you are inside, even small steps feel meaningful. Point 8: the way back is simpler than you think. Rahul didn't quit everything overnight. He didn't make dramatic promises. He started with small questions. What drains me? What gives me energy? What do I miss doing? Then he took one small step toward honesty. Not perfection, not certainty, just honesty. Direction returns slowly, quietly, gently. Point 9: you don't need a new life, you need a true one. This is important. You don't need to escape your life. You don't need to burn everything down. You need to reconnect to your values, to your voice, to what matters now, not years ago. Direction changes as you change, and that's not failure, that's growth, reflection, and hope. If you're listening to this and thinking, I have everything but I still feel lost, please hear this. You are not ungrateful. You are not broken. You are becoming aware, and awareness is the beginning of direction. Slow down, listen again, choose meaning over noise. Because a life with direction is not about having everything, it's about knowing why you're here.